Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about the introduction of biochemistry. Biochemistry is the branch of science which deals with the study of chemical process chemical process which are taking place in the living organism living organism. So which type of chemical reactions are taking place in the living organism? The study of that is known as biochemistry. So biochemistry, in this we need to know about the biomolecules. So what is mean by biomolecules? The molecules which are present in the living organism are known as biomolecules. The molecules which are present in the living organism are known as biomolecules. The biomolecules are two types. One is small molecules, second one is large molecules. So small molecules are nothing but, so these are the primary metabolites of the large molecules. So examples for small molecules are amino acids, uh, monosaccharides, next nucleotides are various examples for small molecules. The small molecules constructs the large molecules. That is, the small molecules are act as building blocks of large molecules. Example for large molecules are amino acids constructs the proteins. Monosaccharides constructs the polysaccharides, and nucleotide constructs the nucleic acids. So nucleic acids are two types, that is DNA and RNA. So like this, the small molecules constructs the large molecules. Next, coming to the life. So what is mean by the life? Life is composed of lifeless chemicals. Life is composed of lifeless chemicals. So why I'm talking about this one is the life, that is our body, that is human body. The human body is mainly constructed by various systems. Various systems such as nervous system, cardiac system, etc. So these systems having the organs. These systems having the organs. The organs are constructed by various tissues. Then tissues are made up of macromolecules. Examples for macromolecules are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, nucleic acids. If I take one of the macromolecule, that is nucleic acid, so the nucleic acids are made up of nucleotides. The nucleotides are nothing but purines and pyrimidines. If I take the purine, the structure of purine, if you observe the structure of purine, so it is having of the purine structure like this. Okay, having the structure of purine like this. Okay, so like this purine structure can be appears. If you see this purine structure, so it is having of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen. So some other components also present in the purines and pyrimidines, that is oxygen, and some other component macromolecules contain sulfur, phosphorus also. By this, so these components, 6 elements, does not have life, but they are giving the life. So that's why I am talking the life is composed of lifeless chemicals. So among these, so carbon has 90% of the dry weight of the body. So the dry weight of the body mainly composed by the carbon, about 90%. The remaining 10% is the remaining elements. So other than these 6 elements, we have few more elements which are also important for our life, that is sodium, magnesium, calcium, so manganese, iron, cobalt, etc. So all these things are also present in our body, but they are in less quantity. Then coming to the a bacterial cell, if you take any one of the bacterial cell, so bacterial cell, you know, a single bacterial cell contain 6,000 organic compounds. 6,000 organic compounds are present in a single bacterial cell. Assume that how many types of cells are present in our body. So we have almost 1 lakh type of cells present in our body. So these cells containing millions of organic compounds, but we know only few of them. So few organic compounds have been identified so far from our body. So unknown organic compounds are present in our body in the millions. Next, coming to the macromolecules. So what are various types of macromolecules and what are their functions? You know, the macromolecules. So macromolecules. The macromolecules are nothing but the carbohydrates, proteins, lipids. So these are the macromolecules. So they can form a cell membrane. So they are mainly involved in the construction of cell membrane. So they can construct the cell membrane. So this cell membrane separates the cells, the cell membrane forms the cells. So that is before that cells, the cell membrane forms the organelles. So cells, then cells forms the tissues forms the organs, and finally the organs construct or forms the organism. So like this, the macromolecules are very much importance in the construction of our body. So important components in our body. So next, coming to the importance of the macromolecules. So the composition and function of the macromolecule. Composition and function of the macromolecule. You know, macromolecules, so proteins, DNA, that is nucleic acids, one more nucleic acid is RNA, then polysaccharides, then final one is lipids. So these are the various components present in our body. So what are the building blocks of proteins are nothing but that is amino acids. So amino acids acts as building blocks of proteins. So what is the importance of protein is the proteins gives the structure and function of the cell. So these are the very much important for structure and function of the cell. Then coming to the DNA. So the DNA is mainly composed by the deoxyribonucleotides, deoxyribonucleotides, nucleotides. So what is the importance of DNA is it can act as a storage of hereditary information. It can store hereditary information. Then what about the RNA? So RNA can be composed by ribonucleotides. So ribonucleotides, and they can have the importance of protein synthesis. They are very much important for protein synthesis. Then polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are composed by the monosaccharides. What are various examples for monosaccharides are glucose, fructose, etc. So monosaccharides act as storage form of energy for short-term demands. They can act as storage form of energy for short-term demands. Then what about the lipids? So lipids are constructed by the fatty acids and glycerols. So they can act as the storage form of energy for long-term demands. Storage form of energy for long-term demands. Simply we can call them as polysaccharides. We can call them as what means in the bank terminology is current deposit. So polysaccharides are monosaccharides, so they can be considered as the current deposit. But if you take the lipids, they can be considered as the fixed deposits. So this is about the introduction of biochemistry.